September the 13th, 2025, and finally it's here. Uh, Opening, for at least for me, it's the opening of the West Virginia hunting season. Today's opening day of our squirrel season. Last Saturday and Sunday was youth day, squirrel season. I don't know anybody. I don't have anybody to take out. I don't know any youth to take out, and I don't know anybody that took any out. I didn't ask anybody at work or anything, but I haven't seen any pictures on Facebook or anything. But I have noticed over the last several years, man, even as much as I bow hunt and gun hunt and whatever in general, just not seeing the squirrels I used to years ago. I think, me and my wife's talked about it before, I think it's, just like everything else, predation. Um, Hawks and coyotes and foxes and bobcat, whatever else. Just, of course, obviously, hawks and birds like that you can't kill, and I don't have a problem with that, but, these animals have to eat, and squirrels definitely on the menu for a lot of these animals, so I think that might be a little bit on the population. That's just my opinion. Like I said, we've had some counties in West Virginia had an early bear season. I think last week or week before last. It was like a week-long bear season because bear populations around here are really getting crazy, and I'm telling you, here lately I've had a bunch of bears on camera, both public and private land, and so I think my opportunity to maybe get another one this year is pretty good. I'm in the same spot that I was in last year. I bought my bow down here last year. I'm less than 10 minutes from my house. I'm only about 3 minutes from the church me and my wife got married in. And I'm going to try this place first, and if I don't have any luck, I'm going to head to another spot. It's actually behind the church we got married at. It's still on public land. It's about 5 minutes from here to actually get back into where I park. Probably less than a 5-minute drive. And I got about a 10-minute walk down the creek. That's spot down there I like to squirrel hunt. So, our squirrel season, we can take 6 squirrels in a day. That's our daily limit. Possession limit's 24, and season limit, there is no season limit. So, I'll be lucky to get my full limit, 6. Most squirrels I've ever killed in a day is 5, and I've done that 2 or 3 times. That was years and years ago. So I think the last time I did it, my kids were young. So anyway, I'm gonna turn this camera off. It's quite foggy this morning. It's right at 7 o'clock. It's 52 degrees, and fog is actually starting to lift right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up in the woods, and hopefully have some action on here for you. I saw him come down the hill, and I lost him a couple times. He jumped up on that brush pile right there, and I was able to get him. I finally got the old Stevens 20 gauge 301. Finally got some action. He said, sure didn't see any during turkey season, that's for sure. So we'll get settled in here. Like I said, I don't know if I got that shot on camera or not, but I got my first kill of the year. First kill with the new gun I got this past spring, and I'm gonna settle in here and see if I can't get me another one. And have some deep fried squirrel tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. Guys, I think I found a good spot. Look at all this cutting on the ground. It's really fresh right there. I mean, really fresh. There's all kinds of big shagbark hickory right here beside me. All kinds of cutting all over the ground. And it's covered right here. Well, guys, that wraps up my squirrel hunt for today. It's about 10:30. I'm heading to the house. Got down here to the second spot that I was going to go to, and I got back up in here, and I like this place because it's loaded with hickory. It's one little spot, and right there in the road, there's a road going back through here, and there's a bunch of cutting right when I was getting ready to come up the hill. There was a bunch of cutting in the road right there I was seeing. I'm like, holy cow, and it's fresh too. Some of it was fresh, some of it was over. So I knew there was some squirrels in there, so I walked up on the little bit of a bank there, a little bit of a hill. I walked up there, and like I said, there was just hickory everywhere, and it was cutting everywhere up there. And I could have went to left or right, and I went ahead and went to the right because last year I saw several squirrels up on the right-hand side of this little spot. So I got up there, and it's little thickened spots, and it's little opening spots. So I got up there in this little opening, and I was standing there. I had been there about 10 minutes and heard a gunshot, and it was close. And about 30 seconds later, he shot again. And like I said, he was off to the left side where I started to go first time, but I went to the right. I had no idea anybody was in there, but he was relatively close. So there's a big old deadfall there and a big old log, so I sit down on it because I was kind of out in the open. At least it wasn't real brushy where I was at, so I just sat down on it and just kept watching over towards the direction whoever shot, and because hoping that they'd see me. I didn't want. I'll be honest with you, it scared me a little bit. I mean, not scared me, but it concerned me a little bit, because both the squirrels I saw this morning, the one I got and the one I didn't, they were both on the ground. So, I mean, if there was a squirrel in between me and him, jumped up 5 or 6 foot up on the side of the tree, and he shot at it, and in my direction, there could have been some shot coming my way. So the more I sit there and thought about it, the more nervous I got. So I got up real slow, and I walked back over, and I went down to the hill, the same place I come up, and I decided to go ahead and get out of there. I haven't heard any more shots, but just a little concerned. Like I said, if I knew somebody was in there, I wouldn't even went to that spot. So I'm on public land though, so it's something you deal with, and I'm not, mad, upset, and if I'd have been there first and somebody walked in on me, it's public land. But for my safety concern, I was just a little concerned about, and it sounded like he had a shotgun, so. I definitely want to get shot today, so I decided to go ahead and get out. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got here. And here we are, guys. Here's my squirrel. Like I said, I did shoot him about right there. He was I think it was about 25 yards or so anyway. And most of the shot got him right there. Like I said, here's the Stevens 301 20 gauge. Got it this past spring for turkey season. I didn't get to use it then, but I finally broke it in now, and I guess I can officially. My wildlife hearse isn't official now because this is the first dead critter that's been on this tailgate since I put that sticker on that my wife got me. So anyway, it's official now. So guys, thanks for watching. I probably will come back here maybe one day this week after work. And like I said, you got the creek run down through here, and there's a road that goes down through here. About a 10-minute walk back here. It ain't bad. But I'm going to probably come out here one day this week after work and maybe try again because there was too much fresh sun in there. Anyway, guys, short video, but actually I'm not finished because I'm going to take him home and I'm going to try out my new squirrel scanner. So that'll be the end of the video, I guess. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey, everybody, it's the next morning. It's Sunday morning. It's day after squirrel season opener. I'm just adding this little part on here. I did try to use my squirrel skinner yesterday and video it, but it didn't work out too good. When I did a review on that thing a couple weeks ago when I got it, I said I wasn't very good at skinning squirrels, even using that thing, I guess. Because when I went to cut through the bone of the tail, I went and actually cut the whole tail off. So it kind of eliminated something to help pull on. Well, I did got the skin started and went to pull down on it, and I got about halfway and I pulled the squirrel in two. I'm not sure if I was just pulling too hard or if the road traffic. If I was pulling too hard or just some of the shot got in there and tore him up a little bit. But he wasn't really tore up like that. Most of the shot was in his head. I think I just pulled a little too hard. Anyway, I ended up pulling him in two. So I still used it, but it was pretty graphic, so I wasn't going to video that. But I still was able to get the bottom half of it skinned out and the top part. I got him quartered up and in the refrigerator in some salt water last night. And I'm getting ready to fire the smoker up here in a few minutes, and I'm going to deep fry him for lunch today. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to video the squirrel skinner being used this time, but I did find a pretty good place to go, and I'm trying to head one day this week and try it again. Thanks for watching, guys.